Science pushes us to uncover truths, solve mysteries, and seek logical answers to even the most puzzling questions. Yet, despite remarkable progress, certain phenomena remain beyond explanation. From the glowing Hdan Lights in Norway to the baffling formations in the Baltic Sea, and from ancient Roman dodecahedrons to the mysterious wow signal from space, humanity continues to encounter puzzles that defy understanding. Are these signs of gaps in our knowledge, or could they lead us to groundbreaking discoveries? Let's dive into some of the most intriguing mysteries that still challenge the brightest minds. Number 1. The Zodiac Concrete Slab. In the year 2013, a peculiar artifact was discovered near a home in Mission, British Columbia, a concrete slab etched with zodiac and astrological symbols. Named the Zodiac Concrete Slab, this mysterious find has left both researchers and enthusiasts scratching their heads. What could be the origin of this unusual object, and why was it made? The slab was uncovered at a shallow depth, leading to questions about whether it was recently placed or intentionally buried for a hidden purpose. The detailed engravings are intriguing. The rings and lines inside the zodiac symbols bear a resemblance to the design of a sundial. Even now, no official records or historical background have been uncovered to explain its true origins or purpose. Lacking clear answers, the slab has sparked endless speculation. Some suggested it might be an ancient artifact or even a meteorite from space. However, scientists quickly ruled that out, finding no evidence of atmospheric entry. A closer look at the slab's material composition only added to the mystery. It wasn't made of precious materials like quartz or diamond, as some had hoped. Instead, it was identified as a simple glass ornament, a decorative garden piece. While some puzzles are solved with ordinary explanations, others, such as the strange Hdan Lights, continue to defy understanding. These glowing phenomena invite curiosity, drawing in those who seek the unknown. Number 2. The Hdan Lights, Norway. In the remote Hesdalen Valley of Norway, a strange phenomenon has puzzled scientists for decades. Glowing orbs and streaks of light frequently illuminate the dark skies, often appearing nightly. Known as the Hdan Lights, these mysterious occurrences have been documented as far back as the early 1980s and possibly even the 1930s. The lights have attracted researchers to the valley armed with cameras, spectrographs, magnetometers, and radar, but their true nature still eludes understanding. Over the years, various theories have emerged. Some suggest the lights result from ionized gas or plasma caused by geological activity. The valley's rich deposits of metallic minerals could play a role in these occurrences. Another theory points to piezoelectricity, where electrical charges are released from stressed minerals. Could the shifting bedrock and unique geology of the Hesdalen Valley be creating these electric displays? Despite all efforts, the lights remain a mystery, drawing UFO enthusiasts and curious visitors from around the globe. The valley has become a popular destination for those hoping to witness the phenomenon firsthand, fueling a growing tourism industry. And if strange lights in the sky aren't enough to pique your interest, imagine what secrets might lie beneath the Baltic Sea, an unexplained structure that some believe could be an ancient artifact or even something extraterrestrial. Before we dive deeper, I have a quick favor to ask. If you enjoy this content, please take a moment to press the notification bell and hit the subscribe button. Your support means everything. It helps us grow and ensures we can bring you even better stories. Deal? Number 3. The Baltic Sea Object. In June of the year 2011, a Swedish ocean exploration team called Ocean X made an astonishing discovery beneath the northern Baltic Sea. Using sonar, they detected an unusual object buried deep in the seabed. Unlike the shipwrecks or natural geological formations commonly found on the ocean floor, this object had such a distinct shape and structure that it appeared almost man-made. But what could it be? Known today as the Baltic Sea Anomaly, scientists believe this mysterious structure dates back approximately 14,000 years. Its rounded, dome-like shape bears a striking resemblance to something straight out of science fiction, perhaps a vessel from another world. Even more puzzling is the sonar image, which seems to show a massive disc-like object with a visible trail stretching nearly 300 meters along the seabed. Some researchers have proposed that this anomaly might be the remains of an ancient temple submerged during a time when rising sea levels consumed much of Earth's early civilizations. The trail behind it might not be a crash site at all, but a path once used by humans, now hidden beneath the waves. Until OceanX or another exploration team secures the funding needed for further investigation, the true nature of this fascinating object remains unknown. Number 4. Roman Dodecahedron. Roman dodecahedrons have fascinated historians and scientists for centuries, dating back nearly 2,000 years to the early 2nd and 3rd centuries of the Common Era. These 12-sided objects, often made of bronze or stone, feature unique protruding knobs and occasionally bear Roman-era symbols. But what purpose did they serve? This question continues to baffle experts even today. The mystery began in 1739 when the first Roman dodecahedron was unearthed. Since then, archaeologists have uncovered 115 more, all found in a relatively narrow area of northeastern Europe, particularly in what is now France, Belgium, Hungary, and Great Britain. Adding another layer to the enigma, similar artifacts, this time made of gold, have been discovered in Southeast Asia. Despite detailed analysis, researchers remain unsure of any link between these Asian artifacts and the Roman dodecahedrons. Are they connected in purpose, or is the similarity in design merely a coincidence? What deepens the mystery further is that no historical records from the Roman era mention these objects. Not a single reference, drawing, or description has been found to explain their function or significance. Without documentation, historians are left to speculate. Some suggest they were tools for knitting, perhaps used to craft gloves. Others believe they were agricultural instruments for determining when to plant winter crops. Still, others propose they were purely decorative. Yet, without solid evidence, every theory remains just that, a theory. What do you think? Could these ancient artifacts have been more than simple tools, perhaps ritual objects, scientific devices, or something entirely different? Share your thoughts in the comments as we continue exploring this intriguing mystery together. Number 5. The Patomsky Crater. The Patomsky Crater, often called the Fire Eagle's Nest, is a mysterious geological formation located in southeastern Siberia, Russia. Discovered in 1949 by geologist Vadim Kolpakov, this unusual site has sparked intrigue and debate. Standing 40 meters tall with a base diameter of 160 meters, the crater is made of shattered limestone blocks. It forms a ring with a central mound rising 12 meters high, estimated to contain nearly 250,000 cubic meters of material and weighing around 1 million tons. The crater defies straightforward explanation. What could have caused this remarkable formation? Early theories suggested a meteorite impact, possibly linked to the Tunguska event of 1908. However, no meteoritic fragments have been found, and its shape doesn't match typical impact craters. Some scientists propose a volcanic origin, theorizing it was formed by a steam explosion when magma interacted with water-rich underground rocks, as hinted by weathered breccias and its cone-like appearance. Another prominent idea is that the crater resulted from a sudden release of gases, such as carbon dioxide or hydrogen, from deep within the Earth. This theory aligns with its structure and the lack of volcanic material. Could the crater point to geological processes in Siberia that are not yet fully understood? Since its discovery, the Patomsky Crater has drawn numerous scientific expeditions. Tree ring studies in the surrounding area suggest it may have formed between 250 and 500 years ago. Fascinatingly, trees near the site display accelerated growth, a phenomenon observed in areas affected by radiation, such as Chernobyl. Could subtle radiation or an unknown natural force be influencing the environment here? In 2010, the St. Petersburg Mining Institute organized a conference that concluded the crater likely formed due to terrestrial geological processes involving deep gas flows, ruling out a meteoritic impact. Even so, the debate continues between volcanic and gas explosion explanations. Number 6. The WOW signal. On the evening of August 15, 1977, something extraordinary happened. The Big Ear radio telescope in Ohio picked up a narrowband radio signal, unlike anything scientists had ever detected before. This signal, lasting 72 seconds, was more than 30 times stronger than the usual background noise from that part of the sky. When astronomer Jerry Amon reviewed the data, he famously wrote "WOW" on the printout, giving this enigmatic event its name, the WOW signal. What made this signal so remarkable? For one, it seemed to come from a region near the M55 star cluster, yet despite extensive efforts, researchers were unable to identify its exact origin. It wasn't a glitch, as the signal displayed a steady rise and fall, and natural cosmic sources such as pulsars didn't match its unique pattern. Strangely, this was no repeating signal. It occurred just once and was never detected again. The most intriguing detail was its frequency, 1,420 MHz. This is the same frequency at which hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, naturally emits energy. Because hydrogen is fundamental to the cosmos, many speculate this frequency might be an ideal choice for interstellar communication. But was this signal a deliberate message or a staggering coincidence? Later theories suggested the signal could have been caused by a hydrogen cloud surrounding a passing comet, yet even this explanation fails to account for its unusual intensity and brevity, leaving scientists with more questions than answers. Just as the WOW signal offered a brief yet powerful mystery from the stars, another celestial enigma, Tabby Star, continues to baffle scientists with its inexplicable dimming behavior. The universe, it seems, is full of surprises that keep us looking upward in search of answers. Number 7. Tabby Star. Recent advances in astronomy have uncovered mysteries in the universe that challenge what we know. One way scientists identify planets orbiting distant stars is by observing a star's light. If the light dims briefly, it may mean a planet has passed in front of it. For instance, if Jupiter crossed in front of the Sun, the dimming would be small, just a few percent. But astronomers found a star where the light dips by as much as 20%, leaving them to wonder what could cause such a drastic change. This star, called Tabby Star or KIC 8F08, is about 1,400 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus. First observed by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, Tabby Star shows unusual and irregular dimming. While typical stars with orbiting planets show minor, steady drops in brightness, Tabby Star fluctuates wildly, sparking curiosity and theories. Some think it might be massive comet swarms, asteroid belts, or even a Dyson sphere, an advanced structure built by aliens to harness a star's energy. Although the idea of a megastructure is intriguing, astronomers remain cautious. Observations now suggest that dust and debris could explain the dimming, though the exact cause remains unclear. Could it be a cosmic event we have yet to understand? Tabby Star continues to puzzle scientists, reminding us how much we still don't know about the universe. Its mysterious behavior challenges our knowledge and pushes us to explore the cosmos further. Number 8. The Antikythera Mechanism. The Antikythera Mechanism, an ancient Greek invention, was discovered in 1900 by sponge divers exploring a shipwreck near the island of Antikythera. For more than a century, this remarkable artifact has puzzled scientists. What secrets are hidden within its intricate design, and how did ancient civilizations achieve such advanced technology? Initially mistaken for a corroded bronze object, the mechanism revealed its true nature upon closer study. Roughly the size of a shoebox, it houses a system of gears so precise that it could predict astronomical events, such as lunar phases, solar eclipses, and even the positions of the 5 planets known to the ancient Greeks: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. One of the most surprising features of the Antikythera mechanism is its use of differential gearing. This advanced engineering method, thought to have been invented centuries later, enabled the synchronization of complex astronomical data. Its interlocking gears, with teeth as small as 1 millimeter, reflect a level of craftsmanship not seen again until the medieval period. Recent breakthroughs in imaging, including X-ray tomography, have allowed researchers to uncover hidden details within the device. In 2021, a new model was proposed to explain the front gearing system, providing further insight into the mechanism's purpose and complexity. Today, the Antikythera mechanism is a fascinating intersection of archaeology, astronomy, and engineering. As scientists continue to analyze its components, they unravel a story of ancient scientific thought that challenges what we know about early civilization. If the ancient Greeks could create a device as advanced as the Antikythera mechanism, what other knowledge might they have possessed that remains hidden? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow our channel for more captivating discoveries. Number 9. The Sargasso Sea. Atlantic Ocean. Oceans may seem like vast interconnected bodies of water, but research reveals each region has distinct characteristics, from temperature and salinity to oxygen levels. One of the most intriguing examples is the Sargasso Sea, a vast stretch of cobalt-brown sargassum seaweed in the North Atlantic. Covering roughly 1.4 million square miles or over 4 million square kilometers, the Sargasso Sea has no physical borders. Instead, it is defined by four strong ocean currents: the North Atlantic, Canary, North Equatorial, and Antilles currents, which together create the North Atlantic subtropical gyre, a vortex trapping debris in seaweed. The sargassum seaweed is fascinating, forming dense mats on the water's surface that serve as vital habitats for diverse marine species, from turtles and fish to unique invertebrates. With gas-filled bladders that keep it afloat, sargassum supports a delicate and dynamic ecosystem. Even more remarkable is its role in the life cycle of Atlantic eels. Both European and American eels spawn here, their larvae drifting along ocean currents to coastal waters before returning as adults in a mysterious migratory cycle that raises questions about how they navigate back. Despite its ecological importance, the Sargasso Sea remains poorly understood. What shaped this region and what sustains its unique characteristics? These questions grow more urgent as human activity intensifies. The Sargasso Sea is part of the North Atlantic Garbage Patch, a vast accumulation of plastic pollution. Interestingly, scientists have discovered plastic-eating microbes in this area, hinting at new possibilities for tackling ocean pollution on a larger scale. Number 10. Maine Penny. In 1957, an unusual artifact was unearthed in the state of Maine, United States, a small silver coin now called the Maine Penny, or sometimes the garter coin. What made this discovery extraordinary wasn't only its age but also its origin. The coin, traced back to Norway, was minted in the latter half of the 11th century, nearly 400 years before Columbus's famous voyage to the Americas. But how did this European artifact end up across the Atlantic, and what could it reveal about early contact between Europe and North America? At first, experts speculated that the coin might have been left behind by Norse explorers. After all, Vikings are known to have reached North America as early as the 10th century. However, no other Norse artifacts were uncovered in the area, making it unlikely that a single Viking left it behind. Additionally, the coin's date of circulation is at least 2 centuries later than the documented Norse expeditions to the Americas. Another theory suggests that Native Americans might have acquired the coin through trade, perhaps exchanging goods with groups who had contact with Norse settlers further north. On the other hand, skeptics have argued that the Maine Penny could be a hoax, planted during early excavations to create intrigue or draw attention to the site. Yet, despite this skepticism, the coin has been authenticated, deepening the mystery even further. Number 11. The Great Blue Hole. The Great Blue Hole off the coast of Belize is a breathtaking marine sinkhole, measuring over 300 meters wide and plunging more than 100 meters deep. Its perfectly circular, dark blue surface has fascinated scientists and divers alike for years. But what secrets lie hidden in its depths, and why do so many mysteries remain unsolved? In December 2018, Aquatica Submarines led an expedition into the Great Blue Hole. With notable participants like billionaire Richard Branson and oceanographer Fabien Cousteau, the team aimed to map the sinkhole's interior and uncover clues to its ancient origins. However, their journey quickly took an unexpected turn. At a depth of 90 meters, the team encountered a dense layer of hydrogen sulfide spanning the entire width of the sinkhole. Below this layer, no oxygen could reach, creating a dark, lifeless environment. They found remnants of conch shells and other marine life, seemingly trapped after descending into these anoxic depths. Even more remarkable were stalactites found at the bottom of the sinkhole, formations typically seen in dry caves. This suggests that the Great Blue Hole was once an air-filled cavern, likely formed during the last ice age, when sea levels were much lower than today. During the expedition, the team also came across the remains of 2 divers who had gone missing years before. Out of respect, they left the site undisturbed. While the expedition uncovered fascinating clues like the hydrogen sulfide layer and the stalactites, many questions linger. Why does this distinct layer span the sinkhole? Could undiscovered underwater passages exist? And most intriguingly, what other secrets might lie hidden beneath its depths? Just as the Great Blue Hole guards its mysteries underwater, the Longyou Caves preserve their own secrets in stone, both offering glimpses into ancient wonders that challenge our understanding. Number 12. Longyou Cave. Hidden in the quiet village of Xi'an, China, are the mysterious Longyou Caves. At first glance, they may seem like another remarkable artifact from an ancient civilization. Discovered in 1994, these massive underground chambers are thought to date back over 2,000 to 3,000 years, placing their creation even before the rise of China's earliest dynasties. What makes the Longyou Caves so extraordinary is their advanced engineering, a level of precision that seems almost impossible for a pre-imperial society. The caves are enormous in both width and height, suggesting their construction required a massive labor force, likely involving thousands of workers. How did they achieve such perfect symmetry using only the primitive tools available at the time? And how have these structures remained so well preserved, showing almost no signs of collapse or erosion, even after millennia? Equally baffling is the lack of historical records or inscriptions to explain who built these caves and why. When first uncovered, the caves were completely flooded with no documentation of their existence. Even today, no written evidence has been found to shed light on their creators. The only clue is a series of cryptic stone carvings inside, offering little insight into the builder's identity or purpose. Number 13. Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript, discovered in 1912 by book dealer Wilfrid Voynich, is a 15th-century codex written in a language that no one has been able to decipher. Carbon dating reveals it is over 500 years old, yet even the most brilliant scholars have struggled to unlock its secrets. This mysterious manuscript is filled with strange symbols, zodiac signs, unfamiliar plants, and puzzling illustrations of unclothed women. The language used, while untranslatable, follows patterns commonly found in natural human languages, with regular rhythms, frequencies, and structures. Some argue it might be meaningless, a clever hoax by its unknown author, or perhaps even by Voynich himself. However, scientific studies of the ink, materials, and linguistic consistency suggest otherwise, indicating the text might hold genuine meaning. Who created this manuscript and why? Could it represent an encrypted language now lost to history, or might it be a relic of a forgotten civilization? Despite extensive analysis, the Voynich manuscript continues to baffle researchers, offering more questions than answers about its origins and purpose. Number 14. Saturn's Hexagonal Storm. Saturn, the second largest planet in our solar system, is famous for its stunning rings, but it also hides a mystery that has puzzled scientists for decades: a massive, hexagon-shaped storm at its north pole. This nearly perfect six-sided structure, first captured by NASA's Voyager mission in the early 1980s and later studied in detail by the Cassini spacecraft, challenges our understanding of planetary weather. Measuring an incredible 32,000 kilometers across, over twice the size of Earth, this storm spins at speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour. But what causes the hexagonal shape? One theory is that Saturn's powerful jet streams create this stable pattern, moving with such precision that the hexagon completes a full rotation every 10 hours and 39 minutes, perfectly in sync with Saturn's core. However, no single explanation fully accounts for the phenomenon. Some researchers suggest the shape could result from the Coriolis effect, which occurs when Saturn's atmosphere rotates rapidly, creating polygonal patterns in fluids. Others propose it might arise from interactions between the planet's atmospheric layers, which rotate at slightly different speeds, producing a stable wave pattern that forms the hexagon. From 2004 to 2017, the Cassini spacecraft provided groundbreaking observations, capturing thousands of images and uncovering a surprising detail. The storm's colors shift dramatically, ranging from deep blue to golden beige across cloud bands. This could be due to changes in chemical composition or the effect of sunlight on Saturn's thick atmosphere. As we delve deeper into space's mysteries, Saturn's hexagon reminds us how much there is left to explore in our own solar system. Stay tuned for more fascinating discoveries. Number 15. The Moving Rocks of Death Valley. The sailing stones of Death Valley's racetrack playa have baffled scientists for decades. These large rocks, some weighing more than 700 pounds, seem to move on their own across the dry lake bed, leaving long trails behind them, despite no obvious force. How do such heavy stones travel across the desert floor? Early theories included strong winds or magnetic fields, but neither explained how non-magnetic stones could move. Then, in 2014, researchers Richard D. Norris and James M. Norris observed the phenomenon firsthand. During winter, a thin layer of water occasionally covers the playa, freezing overnight into sheets of ice. When the sun rises, the ice melts and breaks into panels that float and push the rocks gently across the slick, muddy surface, allowing them to slide at speeds of up to 5 meters per minute. This was the first time the stone's movement had been directly recorded. Scientists used time-lapse photography and GPS tracking to document the process, solving a mystery that had persisted for years. This strange yet entirely natural phenomenon demonstrates how ice, water, and wind can work together to create something extraordinary. The sailing stones remind us of the incredible secrets our planet continues to reveal, encouraging us to look closer at the world around us. Number 16. The Perireese Map. The Perireese map, created in the year 1513 by Ottoman admiral and cartographer Perireese, has captivated historians for centuries. But what makes this map so mysterious even today? This surviving fragment, preserved in Istanbul's Topkapi Palace, features astonishingly accurate depictions of the western coasts of Europe and North Africa, as well as the eastern coastline of South America, remarkable considering that these regions were not fully explored by Europeans at the time. The most debated feature is a landmass located south of the Atlantic Ocean. Some argue this area represents the northern coast of Antarctica, intriguingly drawn without ice. However, many historians propose a different explanation, suggesting the landmass is an extension of South America, reflecting the cartographic conventions of the 16th century. Notes on the map indicate that Perireese used a variety of sources, including maps attributed to Christopher Columbus, combining knowledge from multiple explorers. Then there's the question of its accuracy. Some researchers believe the detailed rendering of South America hints at the existence of earlier, lost maps with advanced knowledge of these regions. Despite extensive study, certain features of the Perireese map remain a mystery. Number 17. The Tunguska Event. On June 30, 1908, a massive explosion shook central Siberia near the Podkamennaya Tunguska River. Known as the Tunguska Event, it leveled 2,000 square kilometers of forest and scorched 100 square kilometers of pine trees. Witnesses described a fiery object streaking through the sky, followed by deafening explosions and a shockwave that knocked people off their feet and shattered windows hundreds of kilometers away. What could have caused such an extraordinary event? Despite years of research, scientists remain puzzled. The leading theory suggests a meteoroid or comet fragment exploded mid-air, roughly 5 to 10 kilometers above the ground. This event would have unleashed energy equivalent to about 10 to 15 million tons of TNT, making it about 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Unlike most meteor impacts that leave a crater, the Tunguska explosion occurred in the atmosphere, creating a fireball and shockwave without striking the Earth directly. Over time, alternative theories have emerged. Some researchers believe it was a comet, made largely of ice, that vaporized as it entered the atmosphere. Others suggest it might have been a massive natural gas explosion from beneath the Earth's crust, or even a rare phenomenon like a tiny black hole passing through the planet. Yet none of these explanations have been widely accepted. Number 18. The London Hammer. The London Hammer is an artifact that has sparked debate and inspired theories ranging from ancient civilizations to time travel. The story begins in 1936, when Max Hahn and his wife Emma were walking near Red Creek in London, Texas. They noticed a piece of wood protruding from a rock and decided to take it home. About 10 years later, their son cracked open the rock, revealing a hammerhead encased inside. The hammerhead is approximately 6 inches long and just under 1 inch in diameter. It is composed of 96.6% iron, along with traces of chlorine and sulfur. Some claim this artifact might date back to the Cretaceous period, possibly over 100 million years ago. Could it really be that ancient, or might it hint at a lost civilization? Geologists propose a different explanation. Under specific conditions, minerals in water can solidify around objects, forming what's known as a concretion. This process can occur over just a few years, casting doubt on the idea that the hammer is millions of years old. The design of the hammer itself resembles tools made in America during the late 1800s, suggesting it may be far more recent than the rock encasing it implies. Nevertheless, the artifact remains on display at the Creation Evidence Museum in Glen Rose, Texas, where it is presented as evidence supporting creationist beliefs. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you want to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.